Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about a comparison between two food companies, DFM Foods and Pratap Snacks, and you'll be surprised to know as to which companies comes out on top. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about this comparisons, a small request that kindly support me on Patreon. And once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts that I put up from time to time. And also, if you can pay $100 upfront, and you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months, so that's a 17% discount. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. And also, if you cannot pay on Patreon, kindly take monthly membership on YouTube, and all benefits of Patreon will be there on YouTube as well. Now about the industry. So the food and snack industry has been thriving in India for the last 2-3 decades, but it had a very turbulent time and very difficult time during the pandemic. So last 7-8 quarters hasn't been that great for the companies, especially for smaller listed companies and smaller organized players. It has been a very difficult time because larger players had got all the shares and of the market, and they started to do well. Something like a Britannia or a Nestle or an Amul did extremely well, whereas smaller companies did not do well. And when you consider DFM Foods with cracks and Nutcut namkeens of Pratap Snacks, it is extremely difficult to say that whether these kind of namkeens or snacks or chips would be doing well if the schools are closed and then people are moving away from non-healthy products to healthy products. So that was a difficult time, and probably things are now looking much better, and probably in 1 or 2 quarters things will look even better going forward. There is heavy competition in the organized space, and top firms probably will keep on doing well. So both these companies will have to keep on innovating in order to perform extremely well. Second and third tier cities, it seems like will do well going forward. If you look at the comparison of the two stocks, so DFM Foods has a market cap of 1400 crores, whereas Pratap Snacks has a market cap of nearly 2000 crores, and it has gone up some 15-20% over the last 2 months. The performance has been good. The numbers for the September quarter has been good for Pratap Snacks. If you look at operating profit margin, DFM Foods on a yearly basis has around 4% of margins. Pratap Snacks has 7%. Return on equity is, yes, less in Pratap Snacks, but that is because they have come out with a couple of quarters of losses earlier. In FY20, DFM Foods has a decent ROE of around 18%. DFM Foods is currently trading at 2 times sales, whereas Pratap Snacks is interesting. So it has come out with, I think, around 1100 crores of sales for last year, can come out with 17-1800 crores of sales this year. It is trading at just about 1 time sales, even with this elevated market cap. It is trading at very interesting levels at the moment. Around 4% institution holdings in DFM Foods, whereas around 20% institution holding in Pratap Snacks, and good promoter holding also. So it looks a very firm company in that regard, and with the numbers that has come out in September, with the sales going up by around 20%, around 15-17%, and profit going up appreciably from last year, it looks like it is on the cusp of a major breakout. Pratap, DFM Foods stock is down something like 35% in the last 12 months. Pratap Snacks stock is up around 10-14%, 10 to 14% in the last 12 months, but hasn't been the same story as in with many IT stocks, with many other consumer play, consumer, you can say discretionary play, or electronics, etc. This has both have underperformed, and for good reason, because of the numbers not quite coming through. So promoter stake is pretty good, and right now Pratap Snack is trading at 80 times and earnings, but I think they're going to come out with very decent earnings. The way the EPS has come out for September, it's around 6.5 rupees. So I feel the EPS could be closer to 20 rupees or so for next year. So in that regard, the current price of 800, 900 doesn't seem that steep, although it is not cheap, but not very expensive either. So both companies are struggling with numbers, although Pratap has come out with very decent numbers for the September quarter, and that's why I'm having kneeling or leaning towards Pratap Snacks a bit. Valuations are stretched in both. There's no doubt about it. There are better food and beverage companies that are available that people can buy into. But if you have to pick one of these two, I think Pratap Snacks looks good. Business front, both can do well once things normalize. So DFM could come back in big way once schools open up and their snacks sell big time. They are also venturing into healthy food snacks also. So that needs to be seen how that works out, because that section of the food and beverage industry is also having a lot of competition, and a lot of brands are getting into it. So we have to look at that as well. If you have DFM foods from lower levels, is definitely hold on. But if you have Pratap Snacks from 700, 750 levels, I think very good levels to hold on to. You've bought it at good levels. I see good traction in the next 6 8 months in Pratap compared to DFM. But again, even DFM Foods can come out with 1 or 2 quarters of good numbers, and then the valuations will look very good there as well. So my call in these companies is that both are expensive. That's one thing. But again, food companies which are profitable and doing decently are always trading at expensive valuations here in India, and that will keep on happening. You have to look at pockets, or when the stock falls a lot to buy into these companies. You have to find value in these companies and buy at right price, so that you end up making good amount of money. Again, both these companies are not for 8, 10, 15 years, but they can be held on to for the next 2 3 years and make money out of, especially once things normalize completely, probably from FY24 onwards. I think even DFM will end up doing well, but DFM Foods have to come out with decent numbers to perform well. Only take small position into these stocks, and unless you have right now cash and you have bought into very good quality top notch mid cap companies, only then you get into these companies. Otherwise, do not. I would not say that you this will be right on the top of my list, these two companies to buy into from investment perspective. Yes, from a trading perspective, Pratap looks a better pick at these valuations for a target of 970, 980 in a few months. But you need to understand that in trading there could be downsides, so keep a stop loss at 740, 750. But overall, on an investment basis, there are other top notch companies in the consumer space and in IT that one can look at. So this was a video on the comparison between DFM and Pratap. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it, and kindly support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.